What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one I'm going to be continuing to show you how to make the security breach Atrium in Minecraft. This is part 18, and in this one we're going to be getting a lot of this like outer lower level done. We missed the signs because I forgot about them. But yeah, most of the stuff here on the right side, actually all of it on the right side is done. And then a good bit of it here in the back, like center, along with a little bit on the left, but it's not done. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to finish all of it next part along with the thing in the center there, because I didn't do that. But anyway, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Alright, so we're going to be doing this particular, I guess, decorating part in segments. So the first segment we're going to do is literally just going to be this underside here behind the Roxy Raceway little diorama thing. It'll just be literally from this door to the curtain, and then we'll end up doing, or I guess, now I'm gonna call it a curtain, whatever. The little closed off area, and then we'll go behind the closed off area almost all the way back, and then from there we'll do this center part. But I don't know if we'll do all that in this part, because I don't know. The first segment is really easy. You just need a painting along with the following terracottas. You need cyan, red, and yellow. You also need light gray concrete, mangrove slabs, bamboo slabs, bamboo signs, and crimson signs. Just all of it is for literally one thing, except for the pen. The painting's the only thing that is separate. If you are on this underside and you're looking at the Roxy Raceway, what would be the entrance here? You want to count to the left of it to the 5th blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the block here at eye level, you'll place a 1x2 painting. You'll then count all the way over to the closed off area, and if you're on this very first blue here, you want to count to the right by 3, so you're on the 4th one. Place a light gray concrete. Gap of 1 going right, cyan terracotta. Sorry, extend the cyan terracotta up with a red terracotta and then a mangrove slab. And extend the light gray concrete up with a yellow terracotta and then a bamboo slab. Off the front of the bamboo slab, you'll place a bamboo sign, count down a line, and type ATM in all caps. Do the same off the mangrove slab with a crimson sign. Clear your inventory and get out the following: glowing sacks, white dye, item frame, sorry, I don't know, it's too early I guess for this, and black stained glass. Right click on either side, one sign, once with a glowing sack and once with a white dye. Then off the yellow or red terracottas, I guess both, you'll place item frames with black glass in them. That's all in this section. Not really a ton. The next one is a little bit more annoying. We're going to do a lot of marking rather than actually filling, so get out the following: white terracotta, lime terracotta, light blue terracotta. Then you want the following concretes. You want pink, purple, red, light gray, orange, and we'll go with, I'm thinking stone blocks. Yeah, sure. We might just mark all the trash cans that we can for right now. I know there's some like against the wall that we don't actually have over here, but we still might be able to mark them. I'll have to think about it. Behind the closed off little, whatever it is, the construction area, you want to be, again, just directly behind it on this blue. And if you're looking at it, you want to count left by 4 and place a white terracotta. Count left by 2 and then place 2 lime terracotta extending up. And then from that point, you'll count left by 6 or leave a gap of 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And along the floor, you'll place 2 light blue terracotta extending out. Go left, forward diagonally left, left, back diagonally left, left, back. just for fun, you want to take the right side where you have these 4 strips of smooth quartz, and you're going to take the, not the frontmost one, like closest to the escalators, but one back. And from it, you want to count left to the 5th floor block and place a light blue terracotta with another one extending towards you. You extend either of them left by 4. And then we can head to the other side of this door here. Is there one of those on the other side we should have done? No, never mind. I was thinking that was placed differently, but... Anyway. You want to discover that you have a random placeholder sign that doesn't need to be there. But you want to, from the left side of the door, you want to count to the 13th blue over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and you'll place a pink concrete there. Leave a gap of 1, place a light blue terracotta, which will extend towards you by 1, or I guess out by 1. Then left by 4. Back 1. From there, count left by 3, place a purple. Then count left by 4 and place 2 light blue terracotta extending out. Extend left by 4 and back by 1. Then from there, count left by 5. Place a red concrete with a light gray concrete on top. Count left by 3 from that and place 2 light blue terracotta extending out. Left by 4. Back 1. Left of that a red concrete with an orange on top. And then to the left of that you should have 3 blue terracotta and then this vent opening. Which if you have that, congrats, you've done everything right. Because I find it logical to do now, we're going to actually place all of the trash cans in the, again, at least this bottom outer area, which will include all the way on the left side as well. Starting at the salads and sides bar, at the right side of it, you'll just place kind of in front of the slabs here a red concrete with an orange on top. Opposite side, you'll just place a pink. We only place the orange on top of that one and the light gray on top of that because they're both red, and so we'll know which one is which. On the next one, which is the pasta, you'll have a red and light gray on the right, and then just a purple on the left. On the ice cream one, it'll be red with orange on top on the right, and then pink on the left again. For the pizza one in the center, I don't actually think there is any. That would be correct, yes. So then on the next one, which is going to be the burger one on the left over here, you'll have a purple on the right and then a red with an orange on top on the left. Next one is the drinks. You'll have a red with a light gray on top on the right and then just a pink on the left. And then finally the fried treats. Doesn't have one on the left, but on the right it's a red with an orange on top. Next. On this side here. Oh boy, this one will be fun, because we actually have to just mark everything. So, yeah, a little bit of change of pace, I guess. But you want to end up leaving the first 7 blue open and counting to the 8th. So 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, you'll place a purple. Going, I guess, left from that, you'll place a red with an orange on top. Count left of that by 3, place 2 light blue extending towards you. Left by 4 and back by 1. Count left of that by 4 and place a pink. Count left of that pink by 4 and place 2 light blue extending towards you. 4 to the left, 1 back. You'll then count left by 5. Red with a light gray on top. Left of that a purple. Then count left by 5. Light blue, extend towards you. Left. 4 diagonally left. Left. Back diagonally left. Left. Back. You'll then hit the double doors, which you can skip over. And on the other side, you'll take the 2nd blue and extend 2 light blue towards you, and we're doing the same as the previous one. So you'll go left, 4 diagonally left, left, back diagonally left, left, back. And you'll be against the cyan terracotta pillar. Speaking of cyan terracotta, you will want to grab it out. I think you can get rid of the white terracotta and just get out cyan terracotta. And you'll leave a 1 block gap from that pillar, so count to the second blue and place a cyan. These ones will be annoying because we'll have to go back and remember which ones these are, but I'll try to mark them the best that I can with what we have. You'll then leave or count left by 7 from that. 4, 5, 6, 7, and place 2 light blue extending out. 4 to the left, and then 1 back. Then left of that, you'll find the third blue and place a light gray concrete. And you want a yellow terracotta on top. I'm going to just quickly get rid of the cyan terracotta to get out yellow, and then you do still need cyan. You should place this yellow now so we don't, actually, I guess none of the other ones have, the bottom is light gray, but still, it's good to do anyway. You'll then count left of that by 6, 2 light blue extending out, left by 4 and back 1. Count left by 6. Place a cyan terracotta with a lime terracotta on top. Don't know why these are different, but whatever. Left of that, you'll place 2 light blue extending out. Left 1. Forward diagonally left. Left. Back diagonally left. Left. Back. And then if you would like to know... you should have 11 blocks between you and that door. Just like so. Apologies, I'm yawning. I don't know why I'm so tired. I'm really not actually tired. It's just the video, I guess. So let's just mark all the plants. Why not? I was debating on not, but if you take the final one that we made, this one here, you're going to want to take the light blue that sticks out further, and out of the 2 blocks, you'll take the right one. You will count out by 7 and right by 1, and going right you want to place 5 light blue terracotta with another row towards you or in front, whatever. You then count, or just I guess go to the right until you're at the light blue little, I guess, staple shape just to the right of this one with the light gray and yellow. And you'll take the front right corner of that and extend it towards you by 8, or count towards you by 8, not extend it, sorry. Right by 1, going right, place 5 light blue with another row towards you from that. Next one, you want to take the potted plant on the other side of the double door, so to the right. You'll take the left row of it and count towards you by, is it 7? No, it's 8, I think. Yeah, 8. And going left, you'll place 5 light blue with another row towards you. That's all of them there. We can kind of hybrid mark any trash cans in the area, because why not? The little bean-shaped seating area here, if you're looking at it from above and you're looking from the, I guess from the stage side of it, you're looking back towards the elevator side. You want to take the entrance on the right side here, and behind it, you want to be where the smooth quartz goes out a row. It's going to be between these 2 smooth quartz. You'll place a red with a light gray on top. That should be all for a good while here. I think the other side should have a trash can around it. Yes, it has 2 actually. So if you take the right bean shape, you're going to take the backmost row of it here, and if you take the leftmost smooth quartz, I'll just count the fences because it doesn't really make a difference. You want to count to the right by 3. Behind this block, you'll place a red with a light gray on top. Back diagonally right of that, you'll place a red. And you should be able to get rid of your orange concrete and get out smooth red sandstone slabs and place an upside down slab in front of that red with a slab on top. Like so. A couple more potted plants we can place, and actually trash cans as well. So yeah, I'll get back out the orange concrete. This stuff is mainly around the middle though, so... Oh, we forgot. There's also some on the other side like that. That's fine. We'll get there in a sec. Out of the 2 escalators here on the right side, though, you want to take the Well, actually, both of them. And pretty much just any block of the stone. Let me make sure. It could be this on the other side as well. So I do want to check before I say anything. Because I can just tell you one step. So yeah, you'll end up from the stone on the bottom of the escalators, counting over to the 7th floor block that is not the stone, or just leaving a gap of 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th one, you'll place a row of light blue with another row extending in. And again, you're doing this with all 4 of the escalators that are on the left and right. We're ignoring the ones in the back because I don't like those. Not really, they just don't have the plants. Hopefully everyone's having a good day or night. For the most part, a little bit early, but which I guess why I'm yawning, I don't know. Also, my ears are, like, being weird. So that's always good. It's like that feeling like your ears are popped. Or like, yeah, I guess that's the right word. But, surely it's fine. Anyway. On the... Do we have those? We should. Yes. We're gonna take the right side here, the like front right area with the trees, from the center at least, and just from it, to the right of the very first frog leg, you're placing a purple concrete. You're leaving a gap of 5 extending back, or just count back by 6, and you're gonna place 5 light blue extending back with another row to the right. Off the right of the final frog leg, you'll place a red with an orange on top. Next one, the potted plant will be in the middle on each of them. So just, you know, it's, what is it, 6, I guess, open off either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also use the tree here in the center to mark it. Like, you just place 2 light blue off where that tree is, and then 2 rows either side of that. But I'll just tell you the trash cans for each one. On the front of this one, you'll have the red with light gray on top, and on the back, you'll have a pink. Next one, you'll have red and light gray on the front, and then purple on the back, which I'm missing the lime concrete on top of. That's really cool. Let me just, like, really quickly add that. And then you do want the potted plant in the center of this one, and then you can move to the other side once you've done that. Yeah, I just, like, missed the, filling that Mati trash can up. So I'm going to start from the back one here on the left. Actually, yeah, sure. These are different anyway. Don't ask me why. Just start with the potted plant in the middle of each, though, because that doesn't change. But the trash cans aren't on the very edges on this side. They're a little bit more in. So I will start with the front one just because why not? It'll be the 3rd frog light in, both on the front and back as you're doing this, but for this first one it'll be red with an orange on top on the front and then purple on the back. And again, you see 3rd one in. The center one, it'll be a pink on the front and a red and orange on the back. And then on the back one, it'll be red and light gray on the front and red and orange on the back. Nice. That should be all the trash cans on the lower level entirely, I think, complete. We got so sidetracked from what I wanted to do, but that is okay. Let's head back to the salads and sides bar kind of here in the corner, because there was something that I was going to do here, and then everything else I did instead. So, if you take the corner of the, like, ceiling here where you have these mangrove slabs, this row of 2 going front to back, you want to just behind it place a pillar of stone going down to the ground from that blue. You then want to leave a gap of 5 extending right, or count over by 6. And place another pillar going top to bottom, or bottom to top, however you place it. And then you'll do that one more time. You'll end up having 3 blocks on the floor between that final pillar and this light blue, which is fine. You want these pillars also forward in another position. Now, the way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to take this right one and I'm going to trace it forward. And to your right, you'll have that Freddy trash can right here, that red and the orange. one more block forward from that is where this set of pillars will be, and so you can see where that particularly is. And then the next, maybe not the next thing we'll do, but one of the next things we'll do will help us confirm that that is actually correct positioning-wise. It's just tables. That's all it is. Although, before we do the tables, let's finish up those trash cans. So, you can clear your inventory and get out the following. White concrete. Lime concrete. White candle. Flower pot. Polished blackstone button, and we'll go with a sea pickle. Sea pickles are an item. Why are they not in nature? Whatever. So for each of the trash cans, we're doing the following. If it is a pink concrete, you are placing a white concrete on top with a white candle above that. If it is a purple concrete, you're placing a lime concrete with a flower pot on top. If it is a red with an orange on top, you're placing a polished blackstone button on top of the orange. And if it's a red with a light gray on top, you're placing a sea pickle on top of that. And you want to just kind of go around and make sure you do hit all the trash cans and do this for them. And then that'll just add one less thing we gotta do as we go around. So that's cool. We might also get all the potted plant areas sorted out, because I feel like that'll just be nice to get some of the grindy stuff out of the way. Like that. Yeah, we probably will. I don't see a reason to not. That's a cyan. There will be a couple of things that we don't touch because they're ATMs, not trash cans. And we'll probably deal with those a little bit later once we actually get to filling in that section on that side more full. Because there are a couple things rather that we missed. That should be all of them. Nice. For the potted plants, you're getting out the following. You're getting out oak leaves, purple slabs, mycelium, and we'll just go with short grass. That's generally what I go with, but it's up to you. Oh yeah, we gotta do that too. We won't forget it, surely. So for the plant areas that are just like 2 rows of light blue terracotta straight up, you're doing oak leaves in whatever formation you'd like. Maybe something like that's a little symmetrical, but something like that. For the ones that are like kind of weirdly shaped like this with a diagonal row, is that what? Diagonal row out in the center, you're breaking the floor within it and you're replacing it with mycelium. And then filling this in with oak leaves, however you'd like, along with maybe some short grass, just because. And then the ones that are like the hooks, or the staple shapes as I called them, you're placing mycelium in the center, purple slabs on top of the light blue terracotta, and then oak leaves and short grass in the middle. You can bring the leaves out and break slabs if you would like, but that's up to you if you want to do that or not. And so yeah, you're just repeating that on all of them. However you may like. And yeah, this would be nice to have this part done, because this is kind of one of the grindier steps. For sure. I'm not gonna like go insane with it, because it doesn't matter a ton to me. This is the Ruin Atrium. So, you know, Ruin kind of doesn't have the Atrium in the game, so it doesn't matter. Regardless. I'm only making it with Ruin, so I can just end up using the tutorials to make the Ruin map again, or make the security breach map again for Ruin, rather than doing some other complicated in between. But we'll see, because I might have to end up moving stuff anyway. I probably will, but I'm hoping that I won't. But who knows? With With how ruin is, I just can't be sure. I do realize at the point of recording this, at least, this is the only, like, major tutorial going on, as far as, like, games. The next one you'll see will be Baldi. Because that poor build has been sitting in the backlog forever, and I just haven't gotten around to it. But I'll get around to it soon. Don't you worry. I just didn't... It was weird because I had PPT2, and then I was planning to do it, like, after PPT2, and then this kind of showed up instead, and... Yeah, I couldn't... But hopefully it will be soon. Because I recorded the tour for that like 3 months, not really 3 months ago. It was probably 2 months ago, actually. Maybe it was 3. You know, it might have been 3 because it's October right now. At least as of recording this, you're definitely seeing this in November. I know that for sure. But I miss these trash cans. That's so annoying. Oh yeah, don't forget trash cans like I did. If you do, you do have a second to go back and do them once you're done with that. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. I've just been waiting for me to be ready to actually upload it, or I guess release it for the tutorial kind of, you know, little showcase. Anyway. That should be all your plotted pants, yeah. That's that's a little scary. Got a couple small details I want to finish up on the right, and then we can start working a little bit more back. So, starting off here in this corner, let's do the ATMs that are here. So, you want to get out the following. You want magenta terracotta, dark prismarine slabs, purple slabs, warped and cherry signs, white dye. There was no glowing sec for this one. Item frame and black stained glass. I went with panes for this one. So extend the white terracotta up with a magenta terracotta and then a purple slab. You extend the lime up with a dark prismarine slab, and then you can probably figure it out from here. Off the dark prismarine slab, you're placing a warp sign that has ATM written on the second line, and on the purple, you're using a cherry sign to do the same with. Place your white dye on either, and then place an item frame off the terracotta below the sign with a pane in it. You can clear your inventory, and we can do the fun little glass art, my favorite. You want the following colors of panes. You want orange, purple, lime, and light blue. You also want structure voids. To the left of the Fazerblast door, you want to take the... We're going to say take the top gray concrete. We're going to go work top to bottom from these rows. And going just left of this gray, you're going to place a structure void and then 2 light blue stained glass panes. If you are in Java and these structure voids don't do this with your panes, you can use debug stick. I don't know if there's another solution, but I know of debug stick for sure. But yeah, just let me know if there's anything else, because barriers might. I don't think they do, but they might. Next row down, next 2 rows down, you're going to go right to left for both of them and place a light blue, 2 orange, and then light blue. Next row going right to left, you'll leave a gap of 1, place 2 orange, gap of 1, 2 purple, and then a structure void. Next row again going right to left, you'll place a structure void, 3 orange, a purple, gap of 2, and then 3 lime. Next row down, going right to left, you'll leave a gap of 2, place 2 orange, a structure void, gap of 1, 4 purple, and then that furthest left purple you'll extend down by 1. And that is, I think, Freddy and Monty, but I forget. Or maybe it's just like Freddy. I don't know what I'm looking at. I never know what I'm looking at, but this time especially I don't. Anywho, you can clear your inventory, and it's finally time to deal with those pillars. As to why they're here. Get out the following. Smooth quartz stairs. Smooth quartz blocks. Pale oak trapdoors. And andesite stairs. And that should be everything that we'll need. So, from each of the front pillars, we're going to say, you want to count to the third block behind them. 1, 2, 3, and place a pale oak trapdoor open to the back half of that block. One sec, I forgot to gnome my phone. Sorry, that's a really weird conversation, or sentence. Left of each of those trapdoors, you'll place another trapdoor. I got the little gnome from the LN3 pre-order, and I always just pop my phone on it. So I'm more likely to see it if a notification happens, which it generally doesn't. But anyway, you want to, from that point, place going back from those. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out the number. 3 upside down smooth quartz stairs that are facing away from each other within the trapdoor rows. So you place basically off of each right trapdoor, you're placing 3 upside down stairs facing right, and off each left one, they're facing left. One thing you have to remember is to place it off the trapdoors, you do have to crouch and place it. So you can't just click it because it'll do that. You have to crouch, place, and then, you know, there you go. Behind those, you'll place a row of smooth quartz blocks, and then the same 3 upside down stairs again. Just like so. And then off the end, you're going to place pale oak trapdoors again. I like, and open up against them. I like them with the handles facing down generally, but because I couldn't for the step in this one, I just won't worry about it. And then you can check to make sure that your pillars are in the right spot, because if you see, this is the spacing that you'll have on either side. Basically, it's technically 3 blocks, but it's not 3 full blocks because of those trapdoors. But it is the same on both sides, so that's really the only thing that matters, because assuming that you made the spacing right on the side that I instructed on, the one on the other should fit nicely. On each right row of smooth quartz, you're going to place pale oak trapdoors open to the left. And on each left row, you'll have them open to the right. So they're basically going to collide in the center. These tables are weird. Like, they're almost desks, kind of. Like, I guess it'd be like library desks, like where you would get work done. I don't know why you would pick the Atrium. That's probably the noisiest place. Well, maybe not the noisiest, but definitely up there in noise factor in the Pizzaplex. But whatever. Off of each side of each one, you want to place andesite stairs every other block. Starting from the first row of smooth quartz, you'll have andesite, gap of 1, stairs, gap of 1, stairs, gap of 1, stairs. And it should give you 4 stairs per side. So that's 8 per table with 3 tables. That should be 24 andesite stairs. I don't know why you needed to know that. I just felt like doing that math in my head, and we got there. So yeah. Nice. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. There is something on the wall that I completely forgot existed, and we're going to add it now because I know I'm going to forget again if we don't do it right now. Get out warp signs. You don't need to clear inventory, you can just get it out. Cherry signs, or cherry slabs, not signs, sorry, and oak trapdoors. And if you're looking at the vent, the second blue to the left of it at eye level, you're placing a warp sign off of with a cherry slab above. From that warp sign, you'll count left an additional 2 and place an oak trapdoor open up against the blue there. Now, this is where things get a little bit more annoying. We're going to try to at least do like half of this back area, and then next part we'll end up probably doing the other half and then starting the seating, or maybe the outer perimeter of this area, because that is a little bit more complicated. Depending on, I guess, the timing of it. But anyway, clear your inventory and get out block of coal. Orange concrete. Sorry, I was thinking. Dark oak trapdoors. Item frames. A singular stone stair. I know we need so many. Acacia wood. And, you know, we might do both sides. Stripped spruce wood, is that? Yes. Anything else that we can get out that is helpful? Maybe pale oak wood and orange terracotta. We're going to try to mark all of it and then do most of them that we can. So, from the trash cans here at the, like, back side of this seating area, to the left of the Roxy one, you want to place a stone stair facing towards the trash can, so to the right. Hold on, I gotta fly over to the other side. From this stair, you want to, well, it might actually be easier to take the back left-hand stone pillar here. And from it, you want to count left by 9. And on this block, you're placing a block of coal and extending it forward by 1. Place a row of orange concrete to the left. Hold on, I'm setting it to midnight. And off of the front and back of the block of coal, you'll place item frames. Well, that did not help very much. You'll place dark oak trapdoors on top. And then from the, we're going to say the front orange, you're going to count left by 5. Place an acacia wood. Extend it forward 3. Left 2. Then back by 7. Right 2, and then you'll extend forward by 3. From the front left-hand corner of that kind of O that we just made, you want to count to the left by 6. And then you're going to place an acacia wood. Extend it forward 3. Left 2. Back by 7. Right 2, and then forward 3 again. From there, you want to... We're going to disregard these and head a little bit more left to this stone pillar, just off the side of this elevator, the left one, specifically the left side. You're going to take either row of these stone and count back by 7, and you'll place a block of coal behind either 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boink, boink. Row of orange behind, dark oak trapdoors on top, and an item frame off either side of the block of coal, the singular sides. Behind the left side of this, you want to place 4 acacia wood extending back. Go right 2, forward 3, and then left by 1. One thing I want to point out right now, this is 4 long, this is 8 long, and that'll be more so important in a little bit, but just, it's not important yet. I just feel like I should mention that because there is a reason that they are similar like that. Basically, the 8 is just 2 of the 4s slapped together. Head over to the left side in the left elevator, and if you take the right half of the elevator door along with the red concrete to the right of it, from each of them you're counting to the 7th block back, placing a block of coal with an orange behind, dark oak trapdoors on top, item frame off the sides of the coal. Again, from the left half of that, you'll go back with 4 acacia wood, extend right 2, forward 3, left 1. You're then going to take the seating area just to the left here, this one. And if you take the, what are we taking? The row of 3 smooth courts here just to the kind of right of this opening. Well, not directly right, but a little bit. You'll take that center smooth courts and count back by 3 and place 2 block of coal extending back with a row of orange concrete to the right. Dark oak trapdoors on top, item frames off the short sides of the coal. From the back right orange, or back right block of that, you'll count right by 2, and back by 5. Place 3 acacia wood extending right. Hold on, let me make sure that that spacing was right, because I counted weird. Yeah, okay. And then extend either side back by 3, and then connect together at the back from there. leave a gap of 4 extending left, or count left by 5, and make that same shape. Then from the back left-hand corner of that, you want to count left by 9, and back by 1, and going back, you're placing 4 strips spruce wood. Again, extend the front and back left by 2 each, and then connect together. The pale oak wood and the orange terracotta aren't insanely important, which we might actually start with them. If you take the front left corner of the strip spruce, you'll count left by 5, or count left by 6, sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place 3 pale oak wood extending back with a row to the left. Every wood we have placed should be facing up, by the way. Just, sorry I didn't mention that earlier, but I think it is worth mentioning. If you don't, if you haven't, it doesn't matter a ton. I just think the pattern looks better that way. From the pale oak, you'll leave a gap of 5 extending forward, or count forward by 6. And repeat the same shape with orange terracotta, that 2 by 3. We will clear inventories in a second, but before we do that, head all the way back to the right, and where you have the 8 long acacia wood, the center of the acacia wood, the center 2 blocks, you'll place acacia within, and it'll give you a kind of weird looking 8 shape like this. Now we have to finish all of the stuff we just made. So clear your inventory, and if you head all the way back to the left, we're going to start with these, and then I think the spruce is basic. Well, the spruce is a little different, but it's basically the same. Yeah. Whoopsies, I didn't have my inventory open. Get out the following: andesite walls, acacia slabs, prismarine slabs, stone, and we'll go purple pillars. On both the orange terracotta and pale oak wood, you can just place a 2 by 3 of andesite walls. On top of the middle right wall on the orange terracotta, you'll place a stone, and on the middle left on the other one, you'll place a purple pillar facing sideways. On each slab here, you're placing prismarine, or each wall, sorry, you're placing prismarine slabs for the pale oak one, and on the orange one, you're placing acacia slabs. Nice. Alright, so we're going to get out the materials for the spruce one, because that one is a little bit different as far as that is concerned, and then we're just going to pretty much switch them out specifically with what we need for the literally every other one that is here. So I got out the following for the spruce one. Dark oak signs. Now, if you're on PC like I am, you can place the sign on the ground and press Control block pick, and it'll give you this sign that is data, which just basically means you can place it down without it opening up the text menu automatically, and that'll just make it so much easier for this. Anyway, in addition, you'll get out pale oak trapdoors, cauldrons, deep slate brick stairs, deep slate brick slabs, tinted glass, and we'll go polish deep slate slabs. So fill in the center of this in with cauldrons to start. In front of and behind the cauldrons, you'll... Well, I already forgot. You'll place the dark oak signs facing front to back like so. On the sides, you'll place the pale oak trapdoors. They can face however way they want with the handles, just up to your preference. And then on either dark oak sign, you can crouch and place your deep slate brick stair facing outwards. Place slabs of deep slate brick left and right of that, and then connect those slabs together with tinted glass. In the center, you'll place polished deep slate blocks with slabs on top. For the acacia woods here, the long ones... Well, actually, no, you don't have to wait on the long ones. I'll explain those separately if you want. But it's the same thing anyway. It doesn't change. The only thing that changes is the fact that they're actually connecting a little bit. But they're still the same kind of basis. But again, you're doing the same thing, just, I guess, the materials you're switching out. I should maybe start with that. The pale oak trapdoors are getting switched for iron trapdoors. The deep slate brick stairs are getting switched for purple stairs. The deep slate brick slabs are getting switched for polished deep slate slab. Or, sorry, not polished deep slate, prismarine brick slabs. And the polished deep slate slabs, which is why I was saying that, or I said that on accident, is getting switched out with cobbled deep slate slabs. The dark oak signs, cauldrons, and tinted glass stay the same. But again, you're placing the cauldrons in the center of each acacia wood thing. In front of and behind the cauldrons on those acacia woods, you're placing dark oak signs. Oh god. Iron trapdoors on these sides. Purple stairs on top of either dark oak sign that'll face away from each other. Prismarine brick slabs either side of those purple slabs. Connect those prismarine brick slabs together with tinted glass. And then you'll fill in the top center with cobbled deep slate blocks, and then place slabs on top to stick it up a little bit higher. And as I mentioned, the 8 ones aren't really different. The only thing is, so almost tunnel vision each one separately, where you're placing the dark oak signs like this. And then you'll have these 2 signs basically in the center that are directly next to each other or facing each other. And then when you place the purple stairs on those, they're just facing into each other like so. And then the slabs and everything else just kind of connect with the tinted glass like so. And then the cobbled deep set in the center. Really, it doesn't change. It's just the fact that you have 2 of them immediately in the way of each other, I guess, is what I'll say. So yeah. And then we have this one, and then I think I skipped over one small one because I was more so focused on the big guys. And then that'll be the end of the part. So that's solid progress, I can't lie. I think the plan for next part is going to be finish up, again, this area here, whatever we didn't get done, which really isn't much. It's just a couple, well, it's a little bit on that side, and then it's a little bit in the center here with just a couple small things. But hopefully we'll at least be able to finish this upper layer, and then again, if we can start the bottom layer, yippee. If not, I'm not too concerned about it, because it doesn't matter a ton. We'll get there eventually, right? But anyway, I'm gonna make sure that all of them are done. Once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is part, I don't even know anymore, of your security breach atrium complete. I've been taking breaks between the parts to record some normal city stuff to make sure that I have enough of that, at least before Halloween. And, yeah, so I just, like, lost what part number we're on again. It doesn't also help that I'm taking, like, 3 or 4 days between recording videos as well, because I just haven't had time. But, you know, it's nice to sit down and record one of these parts again. Although sometimes this is just a pain to do because, well, I mean, just look at it, you know? Like, you just take a quick look around at the progress we've done, which, for those who are still going strong at this, I do applaud you, because these builds, for those who have also followed some of the other ones, these builds are not easy. Even for me, who's had to make them twice now, it doesn't get easier. Although at least I'm going off of blocks now rather than, you know, circles and things. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Thank you all so much. If you guys did enjoy this video, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.